What is going on, world? Welcome back once again. My name is ZacNovak and this is ZacNovak Plays Games, or Baked ZacNovak. In today's video, we've got the Ascendant challenge for this week. In the background, as you can see, I am actually on my way there on the Sparrow, so I'll let this little bit play out while I do speak for a few seconds and say I apologize that this video is late once again. If you guys didn't actually check out, I uploaded a video earlier which was the Spider Wanted bounties up in the right hand corner. There'll be the icon, click that button until that, and let me know if you actually enjoy that. But before we actually get into that, or you actually watch that, watch this for all the intros. Let's get into it, and I hope you do enjoy. Alrighty, so you guys actually saw how you got here in the little start of the intro of this video. Hopefully it wasn't sped up too much, but before we do actually get into it, make sure that you have actually popped your tincture, because I forgot to pop mine. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So once you jump into this blight, pretty much what you're going to want to do is run around and actually get 3 orbs. These 3 orbs need to be taken back to the middle of the actual map. It is pretty simple to actually get all 3 of the orbs. This area in itself is a giant circle pretty much, so you can kind of either double back on ways you've come from, or ways you're going to go, or ways you actually are thinking of going. It is pretty easy to actually get around this place and navigate certain things. However, if you want to actually see where the Ahamkara bones and Tolan is, wait till the end of the video, because I do actually have that. But well, before we get into that bit, pretty much as you can see, you have to take all 3 of these orbs in, and I did actually fail this being honestly 3 times, which, yeah, that won't be in the video, but you can fail this fairly easily if you do actually, you know, misguide your step or your jump, or you think you're going to go somewhere and you actually don't end up in that right spot, or you get hit by one of these shield guys. That's why I shot that guy. But this actual part here in itself is pretty simple to get this second, I'll call it a second orb, because it kind of is the second orb. You can literally just jump down from this spot, and it is the actual ramp that you had to run up before to get to that first spot. So it is pretty easy to actually, again, get around this place and navigate. Just watch out for those shield guys, because they can be assholes. Let's just call them assholes. But these knights as well, they certainly can be a little bit of a problem. They can actually destroy you fairly easily, but it's one of those things where if you just keep jumping, keep flying, keep getting around different places, they won't really touch you, which is pretty freaking cool. Now, one thing I did actually want to actually state, and it isn't really got to do with Destiny kind of thing, oh, it kind of does, it's got to do with my Xbox. For the last probably month and a half, I've actually been using a standard Xbox controller. My Elite controller did actually break, and I took it in to actually get fixed. And yeah, I will honestly say that it is one of those things that I was kind of upset about using a standard controller, but I realized, well, it's not really too difficult to use really a standard controller. It is just one of those things where I prefer having those buttons on the back, prefer having that little bit more of an ability to do things. But I will have a few videos going up that actually have to do with the actual Crucible, me going around and actually, you know, using a standard controller and still somehow going OP list cool. Like, seriously, I went very well, I'll just say that. But as you can see, from the end of this challenge, I got myself a tiger spite from the chest, and from the actual Ascendant challenge thing, I got myself a crimson, which was pretty freaking cool, because I actually got a crimson, and I've also got a robes, sanguine alchemy robes for my warlock, which I was surprised because I got that from a crucible drop. And yeah, exotics for some reason just seem like they are dropping more frequently, although for me they are just kind of duplicates and not anything new. But as you can see in the background, this is me running to the spot where Toland is actually chilling, the little Toland ball. He will actually talk to you and all that good stuff. So if you did actually know where Toland was, you can go ahead and actually follow that path. And from this tree in itself, you kind of don't really do very much other than turn around and kind of jump back onto the path that you were on, and keep following that towards the left. And yeah, you get to the Ahamkara bones. So yeah, just pretty much keep in mind this gap in itself, you can fail on that, so don't fail on that, and just keep kind of going through this area. You'll eventually get to a spot where you can kind of see a little bit of a drop off, and that drop off in itself is going to lead to another drop off, which is this little edge here. As you look down, there is the Ahamkara bones chilling on that little ledge. Now, I will honestly state that I did actually check this video out on Reddit. That, well, it wasn't really a video, it was this guy talking about his video where he actually found the Ahamkara bones, and I just kind of went and followed his instructions. It was pretty easy and it's pretty awesome to find, and I do want to say that, yeah, that's pretty cool. More Ahamkara bones, I like it. But before we do actually finish this video out, I do also actually have to state that once you do leave this area, make sure that when you do go back, you actually do get the Ascendant chest, I guess you can call it. It is that chest that randomly spawns, and it actually spawns when you are, you know, in the Ascendant type quote-unquote thing. So yeah, quickly just running up this way, here is the path you actually get to the chest. But yeah, pretty much once you're at this spot, then all you have to do is just jump onto the little platforms that do actually spawn. They are fairly easy to see. Well, some of them are fairly easy to see as long as your actual brightness isn't too low on your TV like mine slightly was, which was kind of a bugger. But anyway, as you can see, it is fairly simple to actually jump up there. Just make sure you are using, well, I guess a more controlled style of control, which is being controlled of your control. I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, just keep following it, you get to the chest. And yeah, this is your Ascendant challenge. Again, if you guys did actually want to check out the Spider Wanted bounty, once again up in the right hand corner there is that little icon. Click that and it'll actually take you to that video. But until next time, this has been ZacNovak. Do all that good stuff down below, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that good stuff. It'll be sure like he was a Sharon. But until next time, this is ZacNovak signing off. Peace out.